On Saturday, May 18th, Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum hosts All Bets Are Off at a great venue, Stage 954, inside the casino at Dania Beach in South Florida. That show, run by WWE alum and South Florida's own Gangrel, features ECW original Al Snow with Head and more. WWE alums like Headbanger Thrasher and Bushwacker Luke, and this man. He is a Nation of Domination, Attitude Era alum, D'Lo Brown. Thank you, D'Lo. Been a while. So how did the NFL draft go for the Bears?
I think we did okay with the Bears. I'm excited. I like the little running back we got. And, I think we addressed some things, cornerback. I think we did well considering how little ammunition we had in the draft. And then if you look at it, our first-round pick really was Khalil Mack, so who can go wrong with that?
That's right. If you go with all the trades and everything going down from last season, getting into this season. Do you follow a lot of football? What did you think of the Dolphins and the Josh Rosen situation?
That's weird. I think the kid Rosen handled it extremely well, given the situation he was put in. And I hope the change of scenery will give him the ability to live up to his potential, and I'm rooting for the kid, quite frankly, because I think he handled it like a pro, like I've never seen a guy handle adversity like that. So I'm rooting for him now.
Do you play any fantasy league football?
I took last year off, and I play a lot of fantasy league football. 2 years ago, I was in 7 different leagues, and it just drove me absolutely crazy. So I had to literally take last year off just to let my brain relax, and I've already gotten like 3 invites for this year, so I might jump full force right back into it again.
Are there any of your pro wrestling friends that are really into it too?
I've got a bunch of friends who are into it, and I got a couple guys that I work with out here. We have a little league, and every name of each team is related around a wrestler, so that makes it fun.
Now, D'Lo, you used to live in South Florida. Where are you now, and what are you doing?
I live out here in Las Vegas. I run a private security company and have my own wrestling school out here, the Snake Pit. So that's pretty much keeps me tied up, for the present time.
You had such a long career in the ring. You're still wrestling. If you didn't get into pro wrestling, what would you be doing?
I'd probably still be an accountant somewhere, probably a partner by now. But yeah, I'd probably still be an accountant, probably being miserable. I'd probably quit by now. Never mind, I'd be miserable. I think I would always try my way into pro wrestling, but I want to be honest. It was always going to happen.
Do you miss anything about South Florida? And what do you think of returning to this show?
I miss Publix. That sounds weird, but I miss Publix. So I'm looking forward to coming down there and just walking around a damn Publix. But realistically, I miss South Florida a lot. The weather's great. I miss being, 20 minutes from the ocean. I miss the friends that are there. So I'm really looking forward to coming back down there. And, I'm scheduling like 3 or 4 days so I can just hang out for a couple of days and have my wrestling day and then have 2 or 3 days to do what I need to do.
D'Lo, do you remember when you were here last?
Jeez, when was I there last? I think the closest I've come to South Florida was Orlando, and that was 2 years ago for Mania. Other than that, I don't think I've been in proper South Florida for about 6 years, 7 years. When was the last time Mania was in Miami?
That would have been 2000 and, it was 28, right? So we're 35. So like 7 years ago.
There you go, right there. That's the last time I was in South Florida proper.
What do the Black Bears mean to you?
Well, recently they meant joy because they've made the football playoffs.
There we go.
Recently joy. But before, it's a sense of pride and accomplishment that, I love being a Black Bear and having my degree, and I love carrying that banner around with me. So a sense of pride.
Did you ever wrestle at the University of Maine or in Maine?
I've wrestled in Maine. I've come close, but never in Orono. But I've wrestled in Maine a few times and had a bunch of friends come down and see me. But didn't get lucky enough to wrestle on campus.
What was that, if you remember, what was that like for you too? You're back there where you went to college and you said you had some friends come to the show. Do you remember anything about that show?
It was weird because, here are people who saw you, in our college days, we're pretty much at, our beginning stages of life in terms of being an adult. And then years later, here they see people who ran around the dorm rooms with me and, played drinking games with me are now sitting in the front of the crowd cheering. So it's kind of weird, surreal. And then when you're driving on the same highways you did before, and you're not going there for school, you're going there for other things. It was really, it was crazy to tell you the truth.
You mentioned about being a CPA. Do you do your own taxes?
I do not do my own taxes. Because I'm in so many different states, so many different tax laws, I just don't have time for it. And it's so much easier to pay someone else to do it. And I don't want to be aggravated or frustrated. And so it's easier to have someone else do it.
When you were in WWE, did you have people coming up to you? Did you have wrestlers, friends coming up to you wanting you to do their taxes?
No, I had people ask me to do taxes, but mostly it was just advice on what should I do with this or how can I take care of this. But they knew that, based on worldwide taxes and multiple state taxes, it's too difficult for, one person to do. That's why you get a firm. But they would ask me questions like, is this a business expense? Can I deduct this? Can if I buy this, can I write it off? So stuff like that would get asked all the time.
Did the Nation of Domination, were they some of the ones that you were giving advice to?
Yes, very much so. I've given, I don't think as a Nation member I haven't given some kind of taxable advice to.
What do you think about doing Rock's taxes now with all that, what he's doing?
Those numbers would boggle my mind. I wouldn't even want to consider it. I think I would go crazy just looking at the bottom line statement of his wealth. So, no, I wouldn't want to do it.
Okay, so D'Lo, tell us about former San Francisco 49ers football player Merton Hanks, and have you ever met him?
Well, he was one of the inspirations of the head shake, and if you haven't, if you don't know Merton Hanks, Google him. When he would intercept the ball, and if he was going in for a pick six, he would do this like chicken strut, like the last 10 yards, kind of like Deion would do, but he did it more forcefully with his neck. And then, I've not got to meet Merton Hanks. I really would, because I'd like to give him credit for helping me create something. And addition to him is Chris Tucker Friday when Debo knocked out the brother and Chris ran up top and said, "You got knocked the bleep out." Put those two together, and there's my head shaking strut.
That's just really cool. It was really cool how you came up with that, and it would be something because so many football players, athletes, celebrities are into pro wrestling. During your time, are there certain ones that come to mind to you that you've got to meet, who've got to meet you, and that just was a really cool moment?
I will give you probably the coolest moment of all. Everybody knows I'm a Bears fan. So WrestleMania 13, my first WrestleMania was in Chicago. I'm sitting down in catering, and for anyone who's not seen, catering is just a glorified lunchroom at some point where there's, obviously food and stuff. So I'm sitting down, and I'm really trying to keep my head down low. And like I said, my first WrestleMania to scout with the company. So I'm sitting there eating, and I hear this soft voice go, "Hey, can I sit down next to you? Or sit down with you?" And I go, "Yeah." I don't even look up. I'm, yes. So then, about 10 seconds later, the same voice goes, "You nervous for tonight?" I look up. It's Walter Payton.
Greatest Chicago Bear ever.